So today we're going to talk about classification system and everything that is under the topic of classification system. So if you didn't know, the levels of the classification they are domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Usually the information, how it will be, it will go from a very broad information to very specific information. And if you don't know what I mean, I will give you an example of what I mean by going from a broad information to a specific information. So let's say you don't remember what the order goes or how the order goes, and you have a test tomorrow. The way I remembered it was, did King Philip come over for grape soda? So that's the way I remembered how the levels of classification goes. Just by remembering, did King Philip come over for grape soda? And yeah, I'll show you an example of how your teacher will usually ask for. So yeah. So now we're going to talk about the levels of classification for humans. This is just an example I am going to give you, but there are many others online. So the domain is Eukarya, the kingdom is animals, the phylum is Chordata, the class is mammals, the order is primates, the family is Homanian, the genus is Homo, and the species is Sapiens. If you didn't know, Homo means human and Sapiens means wise. Now, you may wonder, how do I find out what the scientific name is? Yikes, that's ugly, sorry. So, the way you find out what the scientific name, SN means scientific name, is you just look at the genus and the species. So, you might now also be wondering, how do I write this out, or how do I type the scientific name out? Well, if you are typing the scientific name, you will capitalize and italicize the genus, while the species will just be lowercase. But if you are writing it out, you will underline and capitalize the genus and leave the species lowercase. So now, let's talk about the 3 domains, the 6 kingdoms, and the major characteristics they have. So now we're going to talk about the 3 domains, which are bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. The 6 kingdoms, which are eubacteria, archaebacteria, protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. The major characteristics for eubacteria will always be a prokaryotic, unicellular, autotroph or heterotroph. Cell wall is going to be made out of peptidoglycan. I don't know how to say that word. Sorry. Archaebacteria characteristics will always be prokaryotic. It will be unicellular, autotroph or heterotroph. Cell wall will be different from bacteria. Protista will have eukaryotic. It's going to be multi or unicellular. It's autotroph or heterotroph, and the cell wall is present in some. The fungi characteristics will be eukaryotic, it'll be uni or multicellular, it'll be heterotroph, and the cell wall will be made of chitin. The plantae major characteristics will be eukaryotic, it'll be mostly multicellular, it'll be autotroph, and the cell wall will be made of cellulose. The animalium will be eukaryotic, it will be mostly multicellular. It's a heterotroph and no cell wall present at all. This is who we are. We are in the Animalia Kingdom by our, and these and this is our major characteristics we have. And if you didn't know that Archaea survives no matter the environment it's in, so the environment is like nothing to them. They survive no matter what. And now there might be some words that you may not be fully understanding, and so that might be prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means that it doesn't have a nucleus. That's how I remember that it doesn't have a nucleus. While eukaryotic does have a nucleus, which is why these two are in Eukarya Kingdom. Autotroph is when a species makes their own food, which will mostly be plants. And heterotroph would be when another species or a species takes and eat other species' food that have made it their own. So it's basically like a heterotroph eating an autotroph's food. So now let me give you some little quiz examples that your teacher might ask you to identify what kingdom or what domain the major characteristics belongs to. Now I have given you two little pop quiz questions to see if you can recognize what kingdom or what domain these major characteristics belong to. So the first characteristic for question 1, the characteristic is that it's prokaryotic, it's a unicellular, it's autotroph or heterotroph, and the cell wall is different from bacteria. Now the second major characteristic for the second question is eukaryotic. It's mostly multicellular. It's a heterotroph, and there is no cell wall present. So I will give you a few seconds to find out what the kingdom and what the domain these major characteristics belong to. Time's up. So the first answer to the first question is C. Archaebacteria is the correct answer. The second answer to the second question is B. Eukarya. You can probably quiz yourself even more or find even quiz questions so you can practice. So now let's talk about the last topic, which is dichotomous key. So dichotomous key is a tool that has been developed for identifying organisms. It consists of paired sets of statements that are mutually exclusive from one another, meaning that if one statement is true, the other one isn't. So as I was looking for an example of a dichotomous key, there have been a few. To be honest, there have been a few. But there has been two types of dichotomous key. There has been like a chart way, which is like this, like a list almost. And there has been like a food chain almost type. To be honest, they're both easy. These are supposed to be cleats. I forgot to draw. But these are soccer cleats, but you can also put running cleats or boots, pumps, sandals, or flats. And this is just a chart. Will just be like, if the mouth is open, go to 2. This mouth is not open, so we have to go to 4. It has no horn, so we have to go to 5. And it has no legs, and bam, that's our answer right here. But here it's cleats, so are cleats, athletic? Yes. And do cleats have spikes on bottom? Yes. So it's soccer cleats. So I will give you one more example, and then we'll be done. So let's say we are trying to find this species out. And the only way to figure it out is if we use a dichotomous key. So let's go through this step by step. Section 1 is asking if this species has 6 legs or 8 legs. Well, we can count. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This species has 6 legs. So it's asking us to go to section 2. Section 2 is asking if this species has wings or no wings. We can clearly see it has wings, 2 wings to be exact. So it says go to section 4. Section 4 is asking if it has circular wings or teardrop-shaped wings. Well, it looks like it's teardrop-shaped wings, so we go to section 6. Section 6 is asking if it has 4 wings or 2 wings. Well, like I said earlier in section 2, this species has 2 wings. And now we found out what this species is, and it's a housefly. See, it's really easy and really simple to we just have to follow along and just look at the picture. So it's like that quick. And this is all for the classification system. I hope you learned a lot, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Bye.